Why staying single is the best thing you can do. We live in a world that constantly tells us companionship is the measure of our worth. Society whispers that being alone is a failure, a void that must be filled. Yet the wise have always known the truth. Solitude is not emptiness, it is mastery. Marcus Aurelius, emperor and philosopher, once reminded us that external bonds can never dictate our inner peace. True strength, he taught, comes from standing firm within ourselves, unshaken by the presence or absence of another. When we stay single, we confront our desires without distraction. We face the chaos of our minds and refine it. We learn to govern our emotions, to resist the pull of fleeting passions, and to cultivate an independence that cannot be threatened. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." By remaining unattached, we train ourselves in the art of self-mastery. We refuse to surrender our peace for temporary comfort. Being single is not loneliness, it is sovereignty. It is the soil in which we grow stronger, sharper, and more disciplined. In solitude, we discover who we truly are, stripped of illusions, stripped of compromise. The world may crave attachment, but we crave mastery. We learn that our fulfillment cannot come from another. It can only rise from the depth of our own character. Remaining single is the forge where our character is tempered. In the absence of constant companionship, we are forced to confront the raw truth of ourselves, our fears, our weaknesses, our unfulfilled ambitions. Seneca once wrote, "He who is brave is free, and freedom is born not from dependence, but from the courage to stand alone." When we refuse to tether our happiness to another, we reclaim control over our mind, our time, and our purpose. Every decision we make is measured, deliberate, free from the compromises that often dilute the spirit. The single life sharpens our focus, allowing us to cultivate talents, pursue mastery, and build resilience that no external presence could grant. We learn to observe the world without the haze of expectation, to act with intention rather than reaction. Our solitude is not a punishment, it is a privilege. It trains us to face challenges unflinchingly, to endure hardship with calm, and to savor moments of peace that the clamor of dependency can never provide. In choosing to remain single, we choose to honor ourselves above fleeting desire. In this honor, we become formidable, and in this form of silent strength, the world begins to recognize that our power was never contingent on another. It was ours all along. Staying single forces us to master our own company, and in mastering our own company, we master our mind. Epictetus taught that no man is free who is not master of himself. When we are alone, we cannot blame another for our unhappiness, nor can we hide from our flaws behind someone else's approval. We are confronted with the purity of our own thoughts, the weight of our own choices, and the discipline required to cultivate virtue without distraction. This solitude becomes a mirror, reflecting our true strengths and weaknesses, demanding that we confront them with honesty and courage. In this state, we discover the art of self-reliance. We learn to find satisfaction not in fleeting pleasures or external validation, but in the quiet, unshakable confidence that comes from being complete unto ourselves. Every habit we build, every skill we hone, every challenge we overcome is a testament to our independence. In the silence of being alone, we develop resilience that no relationship could teach, fortitude that cannot be borrowed, and a calm that no chaos can disturb. Through this deliberate choice of solitude, we become impervious to the whims of others, and in that imperviousness lies a power both silent and undeniable. So, we walk alone, not as the forsaken, but as the prepared. We embrace the stillness, the clarity, the freedom that others fear. And in this deliberate solitude, we become unbreakable, not because we reject others, but because we first refuse to betray ourselves. Let the world cling to distractions. Let them fear the silence. We, however, have chosen the path of self-command. And on this path, there is no greater power than the power of being complete within ourselves.